Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Whoa. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Makeup Monday. Today's video is going to be dedicated to cut crease. Cut crease is obviously one of my most popular, or one of my only looks that I do on my channel. I just love cut crease. I think it's so easy, so simple, pretty, and since I've pretty much mastered the technique, like I can do my eyeshadow fairly quick. So today's video is going to be on that, focusing on how to cut your crease like an Instagram baddie. I feel like this trend is very popular in the Instagram world, but obviously on the YouTube world as well. I've learned really just through patience, practice, and that is all. So I really wanted to show you guys the tools that I like to use, how to really get a clean canvas for prepping your lids for eyeshadow. And yeah, I'm just really going to go into, oh my god, I just realized I have not contoured my nose. That's okay, we're gonna leave that for another video. Anyways, so if you guys want to learn how to really master your cut crease, how to get a really defined crease, how to keep it sharp, clean, and just looking super pretty, go ahead and keep on watching. And let me see, do I have any updates? I don't believe so. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this cut crease makeup look. Let's get started, shall we? We're going to take our base, our primer. For today's video, I wanted to be able to use something that you guys can access to. So I'm going to take the Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas. This is a full coverage eyeshadow base. You guys always ask me if I think this is as good as the P. Louise base. And honestly, it's not bad. I wouldn't say that it's really a dupe because the P. Louise base is a very thick formula, but it's very smooth at the same time. And this one is a little bit more on the runny, watery side. But again, still a great base. If you really want your eyeshadows to pop, you really have to be pretty generous with how much base you apply on your lids. So do not be scared. If you feel like you're applying too much, that's okay. For my eyes, I'm going to take the Goddess palette by the brand Alter Ego. I got this in PR and oh my god, this is one of the prettiest palettes I have had in a long time. The colors are so pretty. Look at those metallics. So in order to get the cut crease started so we can get a really nice defined crease, the first thing you want to do is you want to pack on a shadow. If you're going to go with a deeper look, you want to make sure obviously that you create definition. So for that, I'm going to take the shade Avalon. And it's this one right here. It's just a very deep brown. Holy pigment. Notice that because I am working with a wet base, I am doing more of a padding / dragging motion. When using a wet base, you never want to directly pop in the shadow and start blending, because what that's going to do is it's going to create like streaks on your eyes, and you do not want that. So just make sure that you go in with the darkest shadow first, pack it on, and then move on to the second color. I am going to pick up the Morphe M507, which is this one. This is such a great tool if you again are really wanting to get into detailed work and just perfect your eye looks. I'm just going to take this, it's nice and clean, and I am going to go directly into that brown shadow. I don't have any color on my brush, and I'm just going to blend this, just doing windshield wiper motions, so just like back and forth, back and forth. We're going to move on to the second shade. I think I'm going to take the shade, oh, let me swatch these really quick. Okay, so I'm going to go in with the shade Juno, which is this gorgeous like caramel color. Oh my god, I did not have my microphone clipped on me this entire time, but I am not going to fix anything. If the audio sucks, more than likely you guys are going to hear a voiceover, and if it sounds okay, then I'm just going to let it be. I hate myself. So again, I'm just going to dig into the shade Juno. Now I'm going to go in with a Morphe M514, which is just a clean little brush. And I'm going to pick up a little bit more of that Juno, and I'm actually going to blend this up a little bit more. Obviously, this isn't as much of an important part for a cut crease, but I just wanted to show you guys either way how to layer some eyeshadows. That way, when you do go in and cut your crease, it is a little bit easier for you to get a very clean, sharp crease. Okay, so now that we have everything nice and blended, I just did my other eye off of camera. We're going to go in now and do the crease. So this is the important part. This is what's going to make your look just look bomb AF. The next thing you want to do is take a brush that is flat. The flattest little brush that you own, that can work. This one is one of my favorite ones. I also have here this one by Alamar Cosmetics, which is a little bit smaller than this, if you guys see that. Personally, I would go in with something like this, but something like this can also work. We're going to pick up our concealer or our base. And what you want to do is, I like to apply it here first. And then I would recommend for you to be looking forward in a mirror. That way you can see where your fold naturally creases, because if you go under it when you're looking around or opening your eyes, the shadow from the lid may transfer to the crease, and you don't really want that to happen. So again, you just want to look forward. I'm going to get a little bit closer. Go with your brush and apply a pretty generous amount of concealer. You don't want this to be dry, because then it's going to create like skipping little lines. And you just want to pat it down. Another thing that also helps is if you put or you pull your lid a little bit taut, like this. So as you can see, now the crease is nice and cut. Now, if it's not super defined how you wanted it to yet, that's okay. Don't focus too much on getting it perfect with a concealer, because trust me, the next steps are going to be much easier. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the shade Gaia, I believe that's how you pronounce it, this one. Then I'm also going to go with Artemis on top, just to create a beautiful look. I'm going to take my brush and flip it to the other side because it's nice and flat. And I'm going to get right up on the crease. And that's going to create that really sharp effect. Do you guys see that? By the way, this color is absolutely stunning. Holy cow. The pigment is unreal in these shadows. Unreal. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do this eye and finish off like the outer corners. I've done that with you guys a million times. I really want to focus on the crease. But as you can see, like, it looks pretty good now, right? Now we're going to go back and fix it. But before we do that, again, I'm just going to finish this eye, and we can get back into the crease. Oh my god, this eyeshadow is so stinking gorgeous, you guys. The ones that I applied, or the one that I applied all over. It is stunning. Okay, but now as you can see, I mean, the eyes look pretty, right? But we still have to work with the crease. We have to make it pop. You can use whatever brush you have, as long as it's super thin and super tiny, like this one. This is the Smudge L208. I'm gonna dip back into the shade Avalon, which is the darkest shade of the eyeshadow. And as you can see, it's on my brush. Make sure that you tap off excess. And what I like to do is I like to tilt my head back, and I will literally just go above the crease. And do you guys see how that created a defined crease versus this? This to me looks more appealing than this, but personal preference. And all I do is I just drag the shadow up by blending upwards. Do you guys see how that gives like definition to the eyes? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and finish off the rest of my eyes off camera, and I will be back to show you guys the final look with like lashes and stuff. My baby's falling asleep, my little doggy. You wanna go to sleep? Come here. Okay, I need to do my hair, but I'm gonna do it off camera. So that is it, you guys. That is my take. This is my tutorial on how I create a super cool cut crease look featuring the Goddess or the Alter Ego Goddess palette. Oh my god, I am obsessed with this eye palette. So yeah, that is it, you guys. What do you guys think? Just kidding. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on my next video. Mwah.